And welcome to The Balancing Act. I'm Olga Villaverde.
And I'm Montel Williams.
So today, we're learning about an ultra-rare disease, Montel, FOP. In other words, Fibrodysplasia Ossificans Progressiva. And a young woman, a very special woman, whose brave battle, this story is going to inspire you.
And if you're looking for inspiration in the kitchen, Olga's got some fresh ideas.
That's right. I love to cook. You know I love to cook. Yeah. So stick around. We've got that and so much more.
And it all starts right now. Today on Behind the Mystery, we're going to meet Carly, an active, animal-loving 25-year-old.
You see, Carly has a condition that only occurs in 1 or maybe 2 people out of every million, and it affects the very foundation of the human body.
There are currently only a handful of specialists in the United States who will treat it.
So, we want to introduce you to Carly and go behind the mystery of this ultra-rare disease.
This bone formation progression that happens over years and years is crippling to a point that I've not experienced with other disease processes in patients, even other chronic diseases.
My mom said the first thing she asked the doctor when I was born, what was wrong with my toes? And he just kind of made a joke of it and was like, oh, she'll never wear flip-flops as an adult.
At the suggestion of Carly's pediatrician, her parents brought her to a podiatrist when she was 2 years old.
They suggested surgery. My parents said, no, it's not really bothering her right now. We'll come back if a problem presents.
It would be another 3 years before the true mystery of Carly's foot abnormality would properly be diagnosed.
And based on how dangerous and how rare Carly's condition turned out to be, it wasn't a moment too soon.
When I was 5, I hit back first on the tile floor. The doctor sent me for a biopsy for the swelling and pain in my back. And for some reason, my mom wanted a second opinion before we went into that biopsy. So that's when we saw Dr. Schmidt.
My ability to diagnose Carly was somewhat beyond my control because she was not my first patient with FOP. She happened to end up with me, the only other person in the office who had ever seen this before.
He took my socks off and we knew he knew something. We were in for my back, but he was looking at my toes.
And as soon as I felt and saw the mass on her chest, I pulled her socks off and I knew that she had FOP.
Finding Dr. Schmidt has been the best thing that could have happened in my journey. It's great to have someone that's there to listen, but he also cares and he is desperately trying to find a solution that works.
FOP, or Fibrodysplasia Ossificans Progressiva, is a very rare genetic disorder in which people who have injury to connective tissue or muscle cannot turn off the inflammatory process. Any inflammation of connective tissue or muscle turns permanently to bone. So people become encased in a second skeleton over time. Although it's somewhat of a complex disease, it has 2 basic signs. The first is a shortening of their big toes. It is present at birth. The second physical finding is the formation of bone in places where it's not supposed to be. And typically early on in young children, this will appear as bumps on either the scalp or the nape of the neck. You don't have to have genetic testing to make the diagnosis, but you should have genetic testing because it helps us in the future to find cures, to find other genes that are close by. So I do encourage, if any clinician out there suspects FOP, to have the genetic testing done.
Let's hear firsthand from Carly to see how FOP affects her.
So at 5, I was diagnosed. At 6, my right hip locked. At 7, my jaw locked. And then from like 7 to 23, I lost some movement in my neck and my back, but it was nothing that we couldn't handle. So at 23, my hamstring flared, which moved up into my hip, and I started the worst flare-up of my life. Just as I was starting to recover, I took a little fall and hit my knee. My left knee and my left hip locked, which caused me to lose my ability to walk independently, go to the bathroom. I couldn't sleep like I used to sleep. So literally in a matter of months, I went from pretty independent, to only needed minimal help, to wheelchair bound. I had to figure out how to live my life again.
A flare-up of FOP can occur spontaneously or as a result of an illness or an injury. It's recognized by initially inflammation of the area that's affected. So the area will become swollen, red, hot. If there is an inflammatory process happening in a patient with FOP, we don't want to biopsy it. That's the last thing you want to do, is promote further injury to that tissue that's already damaged.
I had some moments that the panic set in, or the frustration. I remember one of my first times out after becoming wheelchair bound, I almost had a mental breakdown in the department store because I couldn't reach a shirt on the shelf. And normally I would have just stood up and grabbed it, but I couldn't do that anymore. So that was a big moment for me. But other than that, I deal with the pain and the permanence with a rather dark sense of humor, with a side of optimism. As I was growing up, I knew the severity of FOP. I knew the permanency, and I could see in others' lives how FOP had affected them. But at the same time, I tried to ignore it because I wanted to live my life the best I could, to the fullest I could, while I could.
There aren't a lot of treatments for FOP at this point. There are drug trials that are going on, but it's simply managing the flare-ups when they happen by treatment with anti-inflammatories or other steroids, and then plugging them into specialists that they may need for certain problems, but keeping close tabs on them while they're going to those specialists so that the specialists know what they can and can't do with a patient with FOP, because certain procedures may actually make the situation worse.
We've always been involved with the FOP community. Different things I've been involved in, whether it's clinical trials, to hopefully help not only me. I don't want some of the little FOPers I met to have to deal with this kind of lifestyle. So maybe if we can stop it with the medicine before they progress, they won't have the same challenges that I do. I've done talks about living with a service dog, or living independently. I have created a medical journal, so I did a talk about that. I just love to share my tools to make this complicated life a little easier.
What's been amazing to me is the patients that I have taken care of and the other patients that I've come to know have an amazing resilience and an ability to adapt to the situation. They develop a can-do attitude that says, I'm not gonna let this control my life. Even though it does control my life, I'm not gonna let it define me. So it's been something that has really buoyed my hope in the human spirit, that there's something within all of us that can overcome even obstacles like FOP.
Probably the biggest thing I want people to know is that we're still human. We're stuck in weird positions that are just as uncomfortable as they look. We want everything in life that you want. We just have to go about it a little bit differently. My advice to little FOPers or new FOP families is to never give up hope. There is a positive in the situation somewhere. You just have to look for it.
If If you suspect you or someone you love may have FOP, we want you to write down these resources that we're about to share with you.
That's right. Go to focusonfop.com and ifopa.org. Of course, you can always go to our website, thebalancingact.com.
And we'll be back right after this.
Well, hello there, or shall I say HelloFresh? Enticing, delectable, nutritious food made from fresh ingredients. I'm talking so yummy and so many choices. So imagine this, you're in your kitchen, you didn't have to leave, you didn't have to go anywhere to buy any groceries, you're saving money and it's all brought to you. Awesome! Joining me today with all the delicious details is Kristen Bryan, Director of Culinary Innovation at HelloFresh US, America's #1 meal kit. Welcome.
Thank you, Olga. It's great to be here.
Are you kidding? I'm thrilled you're here because, look, school's right around the corner, right?
Yes.
We're all so busy.
Yes.
And this is something that you really help so many parents with, everybody. HelloFresh.
Absolutely. With HelloFresh, it's easy to make a delicious meal without wasting any time at all.
So you simplify mealtime. How so?
Because we can send you all of your meals in these lovely bags back here. They're in your kit bags. So, and everything's in there, pre-packaged and pre-measured. Makes life so simple. There's no waste, and you know exactly what you need for your meal.
I love it. Okay, so we're going to talk a lot more about HelloFresh. First, show me what we're going to make today. And these are one of the meals that we could pick, right?
Yes, yes. This is the spinach ricotta ravioli. It's delicious. I'm going to just show you a few fun things about this particular meal. We have lovely zucchini here that we're going to make zucchini ribbons. And it's so much fun that actually the kids can get involved. This is such a fun way to
Super
put your
cute.
veggies in your meal.
And you have them here.
We have them here.
And this will be provided to me.
To you, yes, yes. So what we're gonna do is just put this all together. This is one of our 15-minute meals as well. If you wanna hand me a little olive oil, we're gonna put this together super quick. There we go, the zucchini. We're going to do a little tomatoes.
Scallions.
A few scallions.
And again, these are sent to me and the measurement is exactly what I need?
Yes, everything is completely measured. You don't have to think about it. Here is the vegetable stock. There we go. We're gonna do some sour cream. Makes a nice creamy sauce. And what's great about this is it's just fresh and it has veggies. It's got everything you want your family to eat. It makes mealtime fun as well because you're able to get into the kitchen and do all of this together.
So let's add the zucchini, the butter, and then you're gonna add the pasta.
There's the butter.
We talked about how everything arrives in a bag. Does then everything obviously come first in a box?
It does come in that box. Everything, all the meals that you purchase online for your box come in a kit bag. You're just set because you've got everything you need.
How does the order process work? I go online and I kind of pick out, let's say if I want that chicken dish over there or this little pizza here.
Yes, so we have 6 meal preferences and you can choose from all of those meal preferences. We have about 30 meals every week on our menu. We have amazing chefs who curate beautiful meals for the families and anybody who wants to make their dinner at home.
Chicken, meat?
Yes.
Pasta,
vegetarian options,
seafood,
meat options, pescatarian options, absolutely everything.
That's amazing. And not only are you saving time, I think, because this is going to help me in terms of not having to go and get anything and making it so easy for me. What about money? Because cost is so important right now.
It is. But this is a great way to save money and time. So we provide you with everything you need for the meal, so there's no waste. You're not buying more than you need at the grocery store and then it goes to waste in your refrigerator, which we all know happens. So everything is pre-measured and pre-packaged.
This
just
looks
for you.
so amazing and truly takes a lot of time off my plate.
It does. We can provide you with options for fit and wholesome, which means if you're calorie counting, we have that for you. We have quick and easy. So there's a lot of meal types that you can choose from.
So it's as easy as just ordering, picking what I want. You deliver it in this box.
Yes.
I get my package inside the box and I just put it together.
Just put it together. It makes mealtime fun and easy. And it's so easy, everybody can do it.
And it tastes?
Delicious. It's absolutely delicious. And it's fun. And it's
I want to try one of those raviolis. Oh, you have it already over there.
I have it already made. Let's try this ravioli. It's so good.
Okay, before we dive in here, tell our viewers how they can get more information on HelloFresh.
Well, they can go to HelloFresh.com/The Balancing Act.
This has been so much fun. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, if you want more information, just go to our website, thebalancingact.com. Okay, so Montel, you've spent lots of time in Manhattan, right?
Absolutely.
I love that place. I just love living there. I lived there for just about maybe 6 months. You?
I was there for 17 years.
Wow, but for those of us who like to visit, and that's me now, listen up. We're tapping into Tribeca.
Absolutely. Now that I've moved to South Florida, it's great to learn more about cool spots in the Big Apple.
Absolutely. Today, we are featuring the Walker Hotel Tribeca. I love their tagline. You ready? It's inspired by yesterday, designed for today, and poised for tomorrow.
There you go. Family owned, the hotel is passionate about delivering an authentic New York experience for its guests.
And here's how they do it: by curating thoughtful experiences, products, and services while supporting the local and global communities.
And what a location.
You're not kidding. Ensconced or located between Soho, Chinatown, and the financial district, Walker Hotel Tribeca offers the perfect home base to sleep and play in the vibrant neighborhoods in Lower Manhattan. The triangle below Canal, aka Tribeca, is one of New York City's original residential neighborhoods dating back to the 1700s. The area features some of the best restaurants and bars, art galleries, and stores, attracting everyone.
I can testify.
I know. Families to emerging artists and even well-known celebrities.
It's also home to the legendary Tribeca Festival and a popular filming spot for movies, TV, and much, much more.
I love it. Drawing from the distinctive character of Tribeca and the Golden Age New York City, each of the 171 luxury accommodations showcases timeless finishes while offering streamlined modern conveniences, sleek furnishings, and stylish amenities. Walker Tribeca's efficient footprint rooms have high-quality finishes, marble-lined bathrooms, ooh, that's for me, and crisp, tailored linens.
I'm definitely curious about the social scene.
Well, Walker Hotel Tribeca has an eclectic mix of restaurants and bars, paying homage to the history of Tribeca, yet infused with a taste of local culture. They've got a rooftop bar, which is totally iconic, Happy Bee. It has stunning views of New York City, plus their sub-cellar bar, St. Tuesday, offers expertly crafted cocktails.
Cheers to that.
I love it. So when your travels take you to New York City, make sure to experience Walker Hotel Tribeca.
So, you know, I wish I would have known about this last week. I was just there.
Well, I'm going to go there.
Well, I'm going to do the right thing and go up on their website, walkerhotel.com website, or our website, thebalancingact.com, to find out more information.
I'm going to go, and I'll send you pictures.
Okay. Well, thanks so much for joining us today.
Remember to head to our Facebook page, like us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, and visit thebalancingact.com to enter our latest sweepstake or giveaway.
And you know what you got to do. You got to stay safe, love that family of yours, and we'll see you next time.